Okay, you guys, so I am back with part 2 of my Monday makeup chat series with Roshar, mega international superstar makeup artist. He loves it when I say that.
I feel like I need to be jumping out from behind a curtain.
Earlier we were periscoping live from the April of Makeup Academy for your seminar today, and you jumped on my periscope and you were like, you need to be my publicist.
Exactly.
Remember? It was so much fun. Okay, so I want to talk to you today about what you think makes a great makeup artist, because in my opinion there's a ton of people doing makeup. There's a ton of makeup applicators, I call them, people who maybe aren't as creative but they know how to paint by numbers, you know. But what makes a great makeup artist in your opinion?
A great makeup artist, I think one of the things that makes it's a difference between a great makeup artist and a good makeup artist is being able to recover from a difficult situation quickly and effectively and without anybody else knowing.
Oh my
so
God,
it's
that's brilliant.
You know what I mean? Like,
we'll go into it more because maybe not everybody does.
I'll give you an example. I mean, not that I consider myself to be a great makeup artist.
Oh, but you are. Yes.
It's about being able to come up with something, because we all, as artists, we always have to deal with difficult situations, but it's always how you recover from it. So, for instance, I had to do a music video, and it was a very liner-intensive video. And they decided to put her in this mirror box and then throw that smoke on her. So, you know, you get in a small space and you've got that smoke on you, your eyes start to tear. So I had about 15 seconds to fix it. And I know that, you know, with a tear, you try to go back and fix it, nothing's going to fix it. So I thought, okay, I looked over to the side and I saw black gaffer's tape. So I cut up a really small piece that would fit into that area and just stuck it right there. So on camera and in the video, you actually don't see it. It's not obvious at all, but it was one of those things about quickly and effectively recovering from a difficult situation. I have another one too, I would say. Okay,
I want to hear it. That was a good one.
I think also too what makes a great makeup artist is knowing how to edit yourself. A lot of newer artists, what they feel is that in order to show that they're an artist, they want to throw everything on. They don't feel comfortable just putting on moisturizer and then that's it, if that's what's asked of them. So it's like being able to edit yourself and being comfortable with pulling back and maybe not putting a pair of eyelashes on, or not putting a lip color on, or something just to pull back. And you know, those little pullbacks can be the things that make a look different, you know, on a fine line between like theater, character, or fashion. You know, it's just editing yourself and being confident in doing that.
You know, one of the things that I love about you, and I was asked the same question recently in a radio interview, and my answer pertained to what I feel that we both have in our skill set, which is the ability to transform someone into something that is bigger, better, more beautiful, brighter, or just different than what you see in front of you. I truly feel that what makes a great makeup artist is the ability to transform. And you know, I just sat and watched you for 4 hours, and one of the things that you touched upon throughout your class seminar here at April of was the fact that when you see a lip, if it's off center, don't just draw around the lip where you've been taught lip liner needs to go. Learn how to reshape a lip to where you want it to be, or learn how to draw eyebrows on differently than the hair that is just growing out of their face. And so that's what I think that we have in common, is that ability to transform, and that's what I love.
And that's another thing too, is like hitting up on that, is that eyebrow, you know how we hear that saying, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Well, honestly, as a makeup artist, it's your job to make them look like twins. Right?
No, totally, you're right. That is your job. That's what you're supposed to have the skill and, you know, knowledge of having to do. So what are some things that you feel are transformative? Some of the other things besides brows, you know, getting the brows right. Maybe touch upon some things that you feel are important in being a transformative type of artist.
Well, as far as like transforming, the first thing that you have to do, and this is going to sound so simple, is really fully understanding anatomy. You know, understanding that, you know, the full shape of the face. You know, one of the things that I always tell people too is that even when you do the crease color, by having the model with their eye open, it no longer becomes about the fold of the eye, it now becomes about the eye socket. So little tips and tricks like that, and fully understanding the way light works and anatomy. I know it sounds so simple, but a lot of people don't understand what they're doing, the reason behind what they're doing. You know, and once you do understand that, it makes it easier to actually be able to transform. Like, for example, we see a lot of people that are contouring for the sake of contouring because it's
the
a trend. And, you know, there's a lot of information where they're like, they skip certain areas where they would need to be contoured. And the thing is like, if you just step back and if you just look at the person and see where the shadows are falling and not try to go on what you're hearing from other people, but something that's absolutely God-given, being light, it ends up being a guide. I'm a self-taught makeup artist. You know,
So
I didn't
am I.
pop out of the womb knowing how to do this. But what I did is I just stopped and looked and just started to pay attention and not think about, I'm doing this because I'm told to do this or I have to do this, but doing this because I understand that light actually hits a certain way. Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me. Well, listen, I'm going to wrap it up for now. This was an awesome Monday makeup chat. I'm so glad that we talked about artistry and passion and what your true focus can be and what makes a great makeup artist. Thank you for sitting down with me again.
Thank you for having me again.
So you guys stay tuned to my YouTube channel. Every single week I'm going to bring you a brand new special guest on my Monday makeup chat, and Roshar is coming back for another one in just a few weeks. So stay tuned, all right? Thanks for watching part 1 of this exclusive interview. Every week on Monday Makeup Chat, I bring you a behind-the-scenes look at working in the entertainment and beauty industry. So I hope you will subscribe and stay tuned for part 2 of my guest this week.